Are you in a custody battle? Did you know that the things that you post online could make or break your case? Hey, Travis Christiansen here. I'm a divorce attorney in Southern Utah. I want to share 4 tips today of things to not post online and what to do instead, maybe. So, first thing, oversharing personal details, venting online about the case, about the judge, about your ex, about trying to tell your sob story, enlisting help. You know, I've seen a lot of people will put up a GoFundMe page, and in that, the solicitation text for that, well, this whole tirade about how horrible their ex is, how downtrodden they are, and all of those kind of things. So, don't do that. Talk to your attorney about your frustrations, not your Facebook or your Instagram feed or on Twitter or X or whatever it is. Just keep those kind of things private. So don't overshare personal details. Number 2, posting risky lifestyle things. You know, maybe it's a weekend and you don't have the kids, and here in Southern Utah, Las Vegas is a 2-hour drive for most folks. And if you decide, you know what, I got to blow off some steam, and you go to Las Vegas, and you have a party weekend, and you drink, and you go to the bars and the shows and the pool, you know, clubs and all of that. That's fine if that's what you want to do, but please don't put it online. Assume that anything that goes online is going to end up in front of the judge. So if you're doing that kind of thing, that risky behavior at all, and it might even be just like jumping a motorcycle, anything that shows that you're not a sane, sober person, even though it might be normal, fine behavior, just don't post about it online. Third thing, ignoring the privacy settings and some of those other things, even going back, you know, some years. So one of the things that I do is, as an example, is I have it, nobody can put a post and tag me in it without my approval. So, you know, let's say you do that trip and that, you know, weekend, wild weekend, and you don't take any pictures, but some other people do. You want to make sure your settings are such that you can check and make sure that people can't put up that picture that they took of you online and impact you because of what they're doing. Now, but don't delete anything. There are some rules. If you go back there and you find, you know, from 5-6 years ago, a really bad picture, don't delete it. It could be evidence, and destruction of evidence has a problem. So again, assume everything's going to be online and look at your privacy settings and make sure that those things are such that you can control what other people put online about you to the extent that you can. And lastly, and this is the one I see the most common, is please do not badmouth the other parent online where everybody in the world can see it. And here's why. One of the things I've learned in 20 plus years, 25 plus years of doing this business is judges want to see parents that can get along and cooperate as parents, even if they can't get along and cooperate as spouses. So if you find yourself in that situation and your ex is being just a complete buffoon, horrible, insert whatever words you want there to describe your ex, don't do that online. Talk to your attorney and maybe talk to your therapist. But don't go venting and saying he or she is horrible and rotten and, you know, and a floozy and a drunk and a druggie. Don't put that kind of stuff online, because bottom line, they're the parent of your kid. Assume that at some point that may be in front of the judge, or our kids are on social media anymore, and we need to keep kids out of these kind of things. So if you're concerned about your kids seeing stuff, it's another reason. Don't put this stuff out there online that could be seen negatively at all by the court, that could be used by the other side. You know, years ago on, this is going to date me, on MySpace, there was a check on back box on whether you wanted kids or not. I had a couple of cases where the mom is in their court saying, yeah, I want custody. And I pulled up her MySpace profile. It says right there, you hate kids. You don't want anything to do with kids. So are you lying to the judge today or to everybody in the rest of the world online? What is it? So be careful. So listen, if you're going through a custody fight, it's hard. I know. You feel like you've got to vent, you got to blow off steam. Do it in a way that's not going to be online, that won't be easy for a guy like me to find and use as evidence against you in trial.